know, the truth of the matter remains a whole lot of story, a whole lot of talk need to be checked about on the show this morning, but we just have to do it. And I wonder why, if there's any sportman or talk about a football analyst or sport broadcaster or let's say a football pundit that would just not want to talk about the very biggest game that was played yesterday. A whole lot of magic in the game, a miracle in the game. You know, Romelu Lukaku scoring a lot of goals back there for Roma in just a short time. And all of this we'll talk about on the show. But I might be sounding sentimental a little bit because I'm going to be talking about it not on the side Arsenal, who got the lead yesterday against Manchester City. And I'm going to try to be a little bit pacey on the show so I don't get to leave some of the stories. I don't want to go back home with them because I don't feel that will be ideal for me. But just in case you are joining, it's a very great day again. It is a Monday. Welcome, Lagos City. I am the voice of the mic and my name is Kizzy K. You know I am the on the spot man without pacey info. Why not give me attention on the show now so I can run your race on the radio like Max Verstappen? I am the recent like Coco Golf. And I tell you, Lagos City and beyond, you don't need to visit Inter Miami before God can have mercy on you. You just might not know how it feels back to be reunited with you now because I feel like it's all about God. It can only be God. Thank God for you. Thank God for Kizzy K. Thank God for everybody. Thank God for life, most importantly. Alright, now let's talk about Gunners finally claimed the first ever managerial victory over Man City in the Premier League as Gabriel Martinelli late strike and Arsenal 1-0 win over the champions Manchester City, condemning Pep Guardiola's men to a back-to-back league defeat for the first time since December 2018. There was no Bukayo Saka in the Arsenal squad, but there was a Gabriel Martinelli who made a return from the bench at halftime and immediately added energy to the host side. It was indeed a fascinating contest, which resulted to both managers making triple changes 7 minutes apart from a vital win on offer for the side that could find an extra gear. Now it was Martinelli who reaped the reward as Martinelli shot cannon off Nathan Ake to wrong foot Ederson and nestled into the back of the net, to secure Arsenal a huge victory. And that one is to celebrate the Gunners. Arsenal unbeaten style in the Premier League continues, joining North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur on the 20 points, although the game is still very much open now. Man City, meanwhile, have now lost back-to-back away league games for the first time since February as they were beaten in the league match by Arsenal for the first time since December 2015. Here's the magic of the game, Lagos City. Now, Mikel Arteta held Arsenal's special 1-0 win against City as Gunners finally ended that 8 years wait to beat Pep Guardiola's side in the Premier League. Now you can say it is what a thanksgiving. It is what a testimony. It is what to talk about. It's a miracle, the magic of the game. I'd like to do a recap on that again to let you know Mikel Arteta held Arsenal 1-0 victory, special one against City as the Gunners finally ended that 8-year wait to beat Pep Guardiola and Manchester City in the Premier League. Now, given the dismissal run of 12 successive league defeats against City before the weekend, it was no surprise that Arteta and his players soaked up the post-match celebration on the pitch to the delight of the jubilant fans. Guardiola had let me say he has a big issue. That's for me, my opinion, though. He has a very big issue to solve for City following their third defeat in the last 4 games in our competition for the first time since December 2018. The champions have lost 2 games now in a row in the league. City lost 2-1 to Wolverhampton and lost in the League Cup to Newcastle. And that's a bad one. Symbolic, furious one for Pep Guardiola. Man City had an early chance. Just Cavani almost scored later. It was Declan Rice with a head clear before Nathan Ake missed a clear chance in an awful manner. Arteta had a tactical, start for me. I'm going to do more of analysis of this very much given our return hopefully in the evening, but I'm just going to pace you on this to let you know what happened yesterday, because we saw Arteta having a tactical start following, knowing fully well he was playing against the City side, and starting Trossard on the left side, Gabriel Jesus on the right against Nathan Ake. It wasn't Nathan Ake, it was just Cavadio, but we saw the changes when City get to play the game, how they like to move up front. Now, another surprise start for Arsenal was Jorginho, who showed masterclass on the game yesterday. He was 2021 UEFA best player. You know what he can actually get to do. We needed to see a Jorginho bring the depth in the team, and of course, he really did so well. Amazingly well for Jorginho. So Jorginho got a start. He was so composed in the game, pairing with Declan Rice for Pep Guardiola's side. I sense fear. Quote me anytime, quote me anywhere, I'll let you know. Pep Guardiola feared yesterday I will do more of the talk when I return. I'm going to let you know what's really happening right now at the City Ground. I'll let you know. But for now, I just got talking about the story. Just you need to know, Pep Guardiola, for me, I sensed fear yesterday. He saw better word. He saw what he wasn't expecting. The build-up was supposed to be a folding, advancing high to the top left, while Bernardo Silva to the top right. It means that would have been they would have kept Zinchenko and Ben White very busy. But no, the reverse was the case. We did see Foden drop into the deep side to help Josko Vadio. Matej Kovacic and also Rico were meant to work together in the middle of the park, but it never worked. So Bernardo Silva had to withdraw, dropped inside and sent Rico Lewis high, and that wasn't really paying off. So the Arsenal midfield possessor Jorginho reading the game, and also a Declan Rice reading and intercepting, and also sitting and watching like a high-paid security controller. It was all about the Arsenal guys. I'll let you know, Lagos City. You don't know. It just was about them yesterday. They came out strong, right? How do I want to sound? Not an Arsenal fan, but I'll have to say it the way it is. And Kizike, when you say it right, why don't you want to say it right? Will I ever see brown and say brown's black? I don't think I want to do so. Let's decide that God the win, take the glory. Martin Odegaard was quiet at some point, and I laughed off when I did say that. And I knew, of course, there was no playmate, there was no Bukayo Saka. He only needed time to gel with Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal started so comfortably with Raya and Jorginho connecting, playing, trying to strategize from the back in the play of the back, and that was like a syndrome for me. Now in the first half, Arsenal played more on their half. Raya almost cost Arsenal a goal. He was chased by the World Cup winner Julian Alvarez, and that we did see that. Now, City later got to understand. They later got to know that Arsenal wanted to play more from their half. Arsenal wanted to play more from the back. So the Sky Blue side took about Man City, chasing Arsenal in their half, and was it really paying off? That's the story for another day. City had a problem. They really struggled to keep the ball. No Rodrigo. It showed a lot. Declan Rice did a very good job for Arsenal in the middle. He played more like a number 6. Jorginho was a busy guy in a very fantastic move. Look pass, setting up Gabriel Jesus, and also sometimes trying to get to Ben White connecting. Now for Martin Odegaard, he got motivated. He was motivating the fans, the home side, and they shared them up. Captain Martinelli. Now that's just what it is. So the question again is, what's your take about Matej Kovacic's foul on Martin Odegaard? And not long we saw another bad contact again, tackle on the ball on Declan Rice from the Croatian international. Matej Kovacic, for me, should have been sent off. He should have been booked. I'll talk about this. I just trying to face it. It was a red card. It was a red card. There's no way you want to tell me it was a red card. The first one was cool to go. The second was still bad enough. So there was a start high, and we did say that on the chain of Martin Odegaard. He was so lucky to escape that. If you want to ask me my opinion on that, it's a red card. Let's band tight later on the show. Get it locked 5 p.m. So let's talk about Arsenal, who had a nice first half but was not clinical. Gabriel Jesus wasn't so sharp, by the right side. Later got composed but played more on the half. Now for the second half, we did see a great game. Alvarez almost got off Raya. The Arsenal sub changed the game. The substitution was very amazing. The high tempo. Martinelli was just on his A game. I remember one time he chased Rico Lewis and fouled him not to score. So what am I going to be talking about on the show when I return? I'm going to let you know, people have felt, or people are really saying that Pep Guardiola has lost it, or is it losing it? I knew from the onset before the very much came that Arsenal would take charge. Raises out because Pep Guardiola, I'm going to talk about the signings. I'll let you know this. He didn't sign what he wanted. I'm going to do like a freestyle on this, so I don't want to go deep, right? He didn't sign what he wanted for himself. What am I trying to say? You're not going to use the Calvin Phillips. Do you know that Calvin Phillips will never play any game again? If you can't play when you're needed, he would have been a better guy yesterday. But I understand Rico Lewis need to play because he's been exposed, and he played this game last season. So you don't want to give the young British guy to be on the bench. But the question is this: Arsenal had a change of the game. There was no Bukayo Saka. There was Gabriel Jesus, who the manager felt, I don't need to take this guy off the game, because if I do take him off, we need guys who can actually get a hold of the ball against Josko Vadio. But for Pep Guardiola, he got, permit me to say this if you're City fan listening to me, he has the wrong signings. Should I tell you? I might not be able to explain into detail of what I'm trying to say. Now, you know you don't have a Kevin De Bruyne, or you saw the Gundogan. Do you know Gundogan is just like a Javi? Then Kevin De Bruyne is like an Iniesta. Just a Pep side. Watch the 2010, watch 2011. You see how they play. Now you need a ball carrier. You got to sign, no disrespect to Mateo Kovacic. He came replacing, Gundogan. They don't play the same kind of football. That's the man that holds the game. Now, Kevin De Bruyne does not have the patience. If he does not score goals or if his team is not winning, you begin to see him shining very red. He gets so angry. He wants to play every game, but that's on one side. Now, the patience is not there. So you have a Gundogan who can actually get a hold of him to play. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm talking about ball carriers. You got a Mateo Kovacic who is also a ball carrier. You need someone who can close the tempo of the game. What is missing right now is two things. First of all, Rodrigo was missed. But I want to tell you this sincerely, Lagos City and beyond. Elke Gundogan has been missed at City. You brought in Kovacic. He's a ball carrier. Kevin De Bruyne is a ball carrier. Mateo Nunes is a ball carrier. Who would hold the game? Who wants to hold the game? You need a Gundogan. That's what Xavi does. So it's really paid off for Pep Guardiola when you talk about him and his gameplay. We had Xavi, that was an Iniesta. So when you come to City, you see a Kevin De Bruyne and you see a Gundogan. I'm not talking about the Rodri part now because Rodri part is another vital one. But let me go on the highlight. Let's see how it goes. Away from that very big game that was played yesterday, shout out to Arsenal fans if you got it right. Yesterday was amazing. Now on the top of the group, top of the league right now, it still remains Ange Postecoglou, the manager from the Australian side. Tottenham Hotspur 20 points, 10 goal difference 10. Arsenal comes second, 20 points as well, 10 on the goal difference. Man City sit third with 18 points. Liverpool 17, Aston Villa 16 with points. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Spurs, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. I know a whole lot of matches we talked about. The Chelsea win, I did see that. I'm going to talk about that. The Roma win, the Granada draw, with Barcelona. All of this we'll talk about. The Real Madrid fight and all still in that. All those games would come, hopefully. I can't really get us follow all of this in the show. It's like a sport beat. You know what the name implies, like a beat. Let's go now. Some of the highlights you need to know right now. I have to be skipping some of them. I don't think I can go to this. Now, William Saliba won 100% of his duels, didn't commit a foul, and didn't get dribbled past in the game yesterday evening. He silenced Erling Haaland. Now, 36-year-old Loic Remy has announced on French TV he is retiring from football. He played for 13 clubs across France, Spain, England, and Turkey. 426 appearances, 145 goals, and 33 assists. Enjoy retirement for me. Now, Paris Saint-Germain got it right against Rennes. You could say Rennes 3-1 yesterday. We did see that. Arsenal beat Man City for the first time since 2015, ending a 12-match winless streak. Mikel Arteta, Mikel Arteta has now beaten all 24 clubs he faced in the Premier League. That's amazing, right? Now, I did see Rangers, Rangers beating in a very bad manner. Remo Stars right there in the corner. Rangers Football Club scored against Remo Stars and the players and the coach, no, it was the Bengal Gumade side with a Sioux. That celebration, Alright, still on the show now. Brad manager De Zerbi has come to say about Van Dijk handball. He said, I think the only outcome should be a replay. Liverpool officiating is not really cool, going well. I doubt I can do more, but I want to bring okay. Gombe United. I'll talk about this once later on. Sekiro, Bernard Models. Jose Luis Mendilibar has been relieved of his duties as the manager of Sevilla following a poor start of the season. So Sevilla has finally fired their manager. His name is Jose Luis Mendilibar. Now, international break is really coming up. Let me let you know this one sounds very cool, so you need to know about City. Now, Pep Guardiola said something that's, I don't know, sounds like I don't know, I don't think it's cool for me though. He said, we are behind, but it's October. Last season it happened, but the season is long. We have people coming back, and we will try to beat upcoming opponents like Brighton and Man United. We will continue. So let me quickly see if I can bring this Rodri, that's the Lamine Yamal record top notch. Let me see. Okay, now, since Rodri came to the Premier League, Man City lost 6 of 16 matches without Rodri. Man City lost 5 matches out of 67 with Rodri. Man City without Rodri lost to Newcastle United, lost against Wolverhampton, lost against Arsenal. You could say Rodri is a really key player for Man City. Alright, some top stories. I will not be fulfilled. I won't be feeling fulfilled though. Without some of the top stories now in the world of boxing, Terence Crawford on Barry's Asian Canelo interview saying he spends at 160. Also, Mike Jackson says if Ngannou lands on Fury jaw, he knocks him out. Nobody survives that. And from Warrington in the boxing world says, I do feel like I should have been at least been given an opportunity to carry on. And also for the world of Formula 1, Max Verstappen breaks Vettel record for most laps lead in the season. Max Verstappen, my friend, again, comes world title. Ronaldo by winning Qatar Grand Prix as it happened. I'll let you know Shanghai Master in Tennis Dimitrov advances to the last 16. Still talking tennis, Korea RB Open Kontametova moves into second round. Iga Swiatek wins final WTA 1000 title at 23 in Beijing. I need to go, my time is up. Bundesliga news. Okay, red hot Boniface inspired by Leverkusen to victory against Cologne. Gabriel Martinelli late strike ends Arsenal first EPL win against Man City in 8 years. Victor Osimhen scores in third straight game as Coyote helps Fiorentina beat Napoli after defeat of Insurance. Canopilas Insurance celebrate home win. And also I need to go now, so sorry I can't do one more time. It's far gone 18 to the time. Apologies, Mary and I for there be coming up right here next. It is business around town. I am the voice of the mic. Without God, there is no way I can do it. There is no keys, okay? And there is nothing wrong in starting small, but there is everything wrong when you settle for less. And all you need to do is keep dreaming big, work hard to make it a reality. I'll be back on the radio again later on 5 p.m. for the FFL show. It is Football Fans Lounge. My name is Kizzy K. Good morning, beautiful Lagos City. Ahmad.